Hello there and welcome. I'm Karen Offord, the Love the Life You Live coach, counsellor and author of the book Dare to Dream Your Journey of a Lifetime. And today I thought I'd read to you Chapter 3, Love in Any Language. I love you. If you feel it, say it every day. If you want to feel it, say it every day. The more you are motivated by love, the more fearless and free your action will be. The Dalai Lama. So love, L-O-V-E. Love is universal. No matter what language we speak, love touches us all. Love affects us all. Love is expressed and felt in many ways, verbally and non-verbally, encompassing our mind, body and spirit. Love has the power to break down walls, illuminate, grow, spread, transform and heal. It can warm the coldest heart and soften the hardest. It affects how we feel, how we behave, our entire being. As humans, in the name of love, we go to the greatest lengths to find it, keep it, and to tear it down. Whether love is innate or learned has been greatly debated for centuries by some of the greatest psychologists and philosophers around the globe. I will always believe love is innate, in our very soul, before we even arrive on this planet, waiting to be expressed and experienced to its fullest. Innate or learned, we are influenced and shown from an early age what love looks like and feels like. Our perception of love is moulded by our parents, families and other caregivers, followed by our teachers, those we come across, the media and the world. And this explains the multitude of definitions and ideas about love. There are endless books, artworks, plays, movies, shows, poems, cards, websites and songs about love. We spend hours upon hours discussing love over the phone, over coffee, over the internet. Broadly, love is the most Googled subject. So what is love meant to look like, feel like? What is love? Defining and describing love can be as varied as describing God. There are many explanations, ideas, descriptions and definitions. All depend on the background, experience, faith, field or expertise of the person you're asking or researching. The Australian Concise Oxford Dictionary states an intense feeling of deep affection or fondness for a person or thing, a great liking. The Bible says God is love in 1 John 4:16 and defines love in 1 Corinthians 13:4-7 as love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. It does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. So what does love mean to you? We need an understanding, knowledge of what love means to us. How can we appreciate or grow in love if we don't have a clear understanding or definition? When I was researching relationships and love, collating years' worth of data, including public questionnaires I'd done face-to-face and over the internet, I was amazed at the variety of responses. Everyone's answers were different. Some couldn't answer it or put it into words. Others said it cannot be defined. Still others had a distorted view based on unfortunate experiences, conditioning and prior learning. Sadly, some described love as painful. There were some common words used like compassion, attachment, affection, intimacy, strong bond, caring, passion, unconditional, and emotion or a feeling. Another common and widely expressed point of view on love was that we're all here to give and receive love. As I completely agree, it made me wonder, if love was a gift basket to give and receive, what would be in it? Well, with the greatest of care and lots of curly ribbon, I wrap everything with loads of curly ribbon just because it's fun and makes me smile. My love gift basket would contain happiness, smiles, compassion, trust, honesty, kindness, wonder, intimacy, great communication, passion, respect, forgiveness, patience, hugs, kisses, holding hands, encouragement, laughter, understanding, hope, generosity and gratitude. You would never find in my gift basket fear, judgment, discrimination, racism, anger, abuse, hatred, ridicule, jealousy, ultimatums, obligation, conditions and all things alike. Laugh if you will at my analogy. I'm okay with that. It's just my quirky little way of looking at it from a different perspective. So I ask you to think about what you would and wouldn't put in yours. Every one of us has come to this earth for a purpose, to experience life to the fullest, to really live, to give and receive an abundance of love, to learn, to grow, to share, to contribute, to be happy, and to free ourselves from the fears that consume us in so many ways. No matter what form it takes, it's still fear. It can stop us in our tracks and move us to do things we know aren't good for us. Both cause us to suffer. Fear of rejection stops us from asking someone out. Fear of failure stops us from trying something we truly want to do. Fear of what our partners or others will say and think stops us from speaking out and sharing our inner thoughts, dreams and truth. Fear of being left behind or thought of poorly makes us partake in things we would otherwise not do. Alcohol, drug abuse, or staying in the arms of a lover you know is not good for you can come from a fear of facing ourselves or being alone. Anger can mask the fear of not understanding or knowing how to handle a situation or experience. We all suffer from or have suffered from fear of the unknown or judgment. There are endless examples as fear can show up in every area of our lives. Our human journey, our lessons, our growth are founded on choosing between love and fear. We seem to have mastered fear. We need to master love. So here's a few quotes about love just to get you thinking. Love is the absence of judgment, the Dalai Lama. Human beings are funny. They long to be with people they love, but they refuse to admit it openly. Some are afraid to show even the slightest sign of affection because of fear that their feelings may not be recognized or, even worse, returned. But one thing about human beings that puzzles me the most is their conscious effort to be connected to the object of their affection, even if it kills them slowly within. Sigmund Freud. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. Mother Teresa. Love is just a word until you find someone who gives it the definition. Author unknown. Love is God in manifestation and the strongest magnetic force in the universe. Pure, unselfish love draws to itself its own. It does not need to seek or demand. Florence Sherville. I approached a kid and asked, "What is love?" The kid answered, "Love is when a puppy licks your face." I laughed, but then he added, "Even when you've left him alone all day." Author unknown. Love is the great miracle cure. Loving ourselves works miracles in our lives. Louise Hay. Love is the essence of the heart, what the heart feels and what the mind thinks. Unknown author. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Mother Teresa. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. Humans keep delving deeper to find the essence of love to heal fear, which requires the clarity of self-knowledge. Deepak Chopra. A loving heart is the beginning of all knowledge. Thomas Carlyle. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The Buddha. Can you look in the mirror and say, "I love you," and the reasons why? This was initially a really hard exercise for me to do, but it is an interesting and revealing one for us all, and I really encourage you to give it a try. The first time I tried it, I could hardly even look at myself. I didn't like what I saw. I mumbled the words half-heartedly the first few times, and I felt ridiculous. However, because I understood the benefits and purpose of the exercise, I practiced and practiced. It allowed me to look deep within and gain clarity and understanding. Then I was able to take the appropriate action to rectify, by choice, or accept, embrace by choice, those parts I had deemed unlovable. Deepak Chopra says the best way to get rid of the pain is to feel the pain. And when you feel the pain and go beyond it, you'll see there's a very intense love that is wanting to awaken itself. As mentioned in a previous chapter, it may seem easy to just write the words, in this example, love yourself first. But how do you feel the love within, that I assure you resides in all of us, when it is buried beneath a pile of negative beliefs and thoughts? Predominantly feelings rooted in fear. Feeling broke, feeling guilty, feeling alone, feeling unhappy in your appearance, your job, your relationship, your situation and circumstances in life. If you are struggling in a particular area, who are you comparing yourself to? Who and what are you listening to? How is it justified? What are the things you can change? What are the things you can or must learn to accept and embrace? When we stop and take the time to really look, acknowledge and understand our mindset, our thoughts, and why certain thoughts have come to be, raising our awareness, we can choose to take action. We can choose to leave all the excuses and justifications behind. These only slow us down and put our minds at false ease temporarily. We can choose. There isn't a person alive who would choose to be miserable and struggle if they believed they had a choice. Your mind can be your own heaven or hell. Don't let the best you've done so far be the standard for the rest of your life. Explore your unlimited potential. Create the future the way you want it. Gustavus F. Swift. Let's add create it with love. How? Research, curiosity, determination, using books, courses, the library, Google. If you can't find the information, resources, or what you need to improve your health and self-image or increase your income, help your budget, heal your relationship, find love, or whatever it is you're looking for, talk to someone you admire, a supportive friend. Search for a support group or use the helplines. Seek a therapist or your doctor. Let professionals help you help yourself. This is all positive action and self-love. The shadow effect, a journey from your darkest thought to your greatest dream, is a comprehensive guide to exploring and understanding your inner world and moving out of your shadow and into your greatness. You'll ultimately learn to love and embrace yourself completely, and you'll find the details for the shadow effect in the references and resources section. I refer to a lot of quotes throughout this chapter to simply draw on the short but powerful messages of those who have authority, scientific proof, and who walk their talk, living lives that are inspirational, self-aware, and wonderful examples of what determination, dedication, perseverance, inner peace, joy, authenticity, and healthy self-love looks and feels like. Albert Einstein stated, "Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way." This is not philosophy, this is physics. This truth is filtering more and more into our awareness. All things are energy. Love is the highest form of energy. We label or define love with all the feeling words to better comprehend and express love based on personal understanding or perception. So, how do we match the frequency? Or in other words, how do we raise our energy vibrations to be happy and to feel loved, loving, or loved? It's not a new phenomenon that what we think, we attract. Science confirm energies vibrate at different frequencies, attracting the same. And what we think, what we focus on, creates the life we experience in our physical reality, by attraction, by universal law, by science. It's science, but you don't need a physics degree to understand, appreciate, or even test the theory to find out for yourself. Anyone can test it, apply it, and live it, simply. Find something that makes you happy, right now. It may be as simple as a new flower, the birds singing, your child laughing, enjoying your morning coffee as the sun rises, sunsets, the rain, a beautiful building, an inspirational quote, your garden, a walk in nature. These are limitless and unique for each of us. In doing so, you will attract more happiness in each moment you're consciously aware that it surrounds you and can be found and felt in the simplest things and thoughts. Again, find and focus on things that allow you to feel love from within right now. Maybe it's a hug from or thought of a loved one, help given or received from a friend or stranger, a smile, a gift, a thank you. These are also limitless and unique for you. And you will attract more love in each moment you are consciously aware that it surrounds you and can be found and felt in the simplest things or thoughts. So build on it, increasing your conscious awareness of each moment, filling your mind with thoughts of happiness and love. That energy, higher vibrational frequency, will naturally attract more of the same. This is now indisputable science, not just a feel-good philosophy. So, to recap, to raise your energy vibrations, focus on things that invoke or arouse happiness and love, along with finding the hidden blessings and gratitude in the day-to-day things you do. For example, instead of just washing the dishes as an unwelcome chore, see it as a blessing and gratitude for the meal you just had or the cake you just baked, instead of a tedious chore of tackling a pile of dirty dishes and pots and pans. Or if you hate your job, find the gratitude and blessing that it provides income and gives you skills, and in the fact that you are an intelligent, creative being and you can choose to create something better. Then go out and create it with gratitude for the job that sustains you while you do. Even wishing goodwill on all and sending loving thoughts to those you love or people in need. Even a smile to a friend or stranger will raise your energy vibration and increase the life you experience. Focusing on fear, hate, revenge, gossip, hopelessness, helplessness, lack of worth, complaining, victimization, and doubts will lower energy vibrations and thus will attract more of the same. If you stumble and doubt as you're traveling along, acknowledge it and pause. Be grateful for your awareness and draw on the thought that you are a loving human being, capable of creating anything you desire, such as how to get back up or find a great solution to overcome any problem or doubts. Then smile. The biggest roadblock in attraction, gratitude, enjoying or treasuring the simple things in life that really make a difference is forgetfulness and lack of awareness. Practice focusing on the right things, those things that make you feel happiness or love without effort or need for any return. Positive visual reminders around your home, in your car, your wallet, such as quotes or pictures, are great triggers or cues to bring the thoughts you desire to your attention and focus. Remember, you are able to easily create drama, misery, or suffering by dwelling on or focusing on lower vibrating energy, such as fear and all those words associated with it, without even realizing it. Thus, you easily created more of the same. The great news is that you're now aware of it and know that it works both ways. Believing is seeing, a different mindset than the one we're used to of seeing is believing. So believe and you will see. Take a moment and think about your physical and mental reactions when you experience or focus on fear and all feelings associated with fear, a lower vibrating energy or negative emotion. How do your mind and body react? How about when you experience or focus on feelings associated with love, a higher vibrating energy or positive emotion? John Lennon summed this up wonderfully. He says, "There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. We need to learn to love ourselves first, in all our glory and our imperfections. If we cannot love ourselves, we cannot fully open to our ability to love others, or our potential to create. Evolution and all hopes for a better world rest in the fearlessness and open-hearted vision of people who embrace life." The concept of all things being energy has been proven by quantum physics over and over again. So can I be so bold as to say we don't need to understand the intricate details and ins and outs of quantum physics to begin this wonderful shift? We can leave it to the experts. But feel free to look it up though and see for yourself. It truly is fascinating. If you're new to this whole concept, Greg Kuhn has a wonderful website called Why Quantum Physicists, www.whyquantumphysicists.com. Greg uses laypeople's language to help us understand this fascinating subject. I believe one day the concept and benefits of quantum physics will become part of our everyday life, understandable and accepted, just as we know and understand eating well leads to better health and longevity. For now, just as we hop on a plane with faith that the engineers and pilots know what they're doing, or drive across some of our largest bridges trusting the knowledge and ability of the architects and engineers who designed and built it, or how we take the medication prescribed by our trusted doctor to heal our illnesses, we can understand and acknowledge the scientific proof that all things are energy, and the same energy vibrations are attracted to each other. Once you practice focusing on higher energy thoughts, happiness, love, and gratitude, it won't take long to gain personal insight, understanding, and confirmation of this attraction and energy concept's accuracy and benefits. Love of self, gratitude, and filling your mind with thoughts that bring you joy and invoke feelings of love and happiness are the foundations and building blocks that will lead towards positive growth, the achievement of your dreams, happiness, wonderful interpersonal relationships, your purpose, and living consciously in the present moment. Because now is all that exists. Your future is created by each of your now moments. When your mind wanders off from the moment you're in and you find yourself thinking about others, all the things they do, have done, will, or may continue to do, things that leave you feeling disappointed, doubtful, angry, hurt, unhappy, and lacking in love, remember, in our human tendency in this day and age, so quick to judge, to think about this wonderful quote by Deepak Chopra. He writes, "It helps if you remember that everyone is doing their best from their level of consciousness." Your journey is learning to love yourself first and extending that love to others in every encounter. So love, if you feel it, say it every day. Love, if you want to feel it, say it every day.